Shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala. Let me know if my mic is good and y'all can hear me. Let me know if my mic is good and y'all can hear me. Let me know if my mic is good and y'all can hear me. All right. Hallelujah. All right, welcome to another Sabbath class with Sons of Thunder Israelites. My name is Yahweh Alban Yahawada, lead instructor of the Sons of Thunder Israelites. And every Friday around this time, we have a Sabbath class where we deal with practical matters on how to be better people, be better family members, and most of all, how to be a better nation. As we start this worldly new year, let's start it off right. If y'all go back in the archives and look at the lessons, they're all practical on how to enrich your life and how to make you more of a quality person, okay? And sometimes those aren't the most popular, but they're the most needed. It's the most important, being a better Israelite. And the people that want to learn that, you're on the right track and you're in the right place, okay? Because those are the kind of things that I'm interested in, and that's what I'm going to teach you, okay? If you spend your Sabbath evening with me, those are the things that I'm going to show you, all right? Let's talk about some of the things Sons of Thunder offers as a body, and one of them is what I'm proud to present as the best spiritual content on the internet, the best spiritual Patreon, okay? Patreon.com/SOT Israelites. Make sure you pick the correct tier for what you want to see. It is the beginning of a new month, so all new content is going to get dumped. You're going to have so many alerts. You're going to have to mute your phone. And we dedicated to this thing. This is our pride and joy as a camp. Make sure that if you want that extra edification, you want something to watch with your kids, your wives, your family, okay, you want something to get you through the day while you at work, this is where you need to be, all right? The best spiritual Patreon content on the internet. Our doors are open for brothers who wish to join and be a part of this family, but only if you want to do the work. We're not looking to collect brothers. We only looking for men who want to do the work. Go ahead and scan that QR code. Send us an email. Let us know that you want to put your brick in. You want to serve the Most High with us. We're going to teach you. We're going to raise you up. You're going to be prepared to go out on the street and make a difference in your community. For you sisters that want to be better wives, better sisters, better friends, we're going to show you that. All right? We're going to help you shake the world off and go forward as daughters of the Most High. We got a whole 8-season syndicated television show for you on our Patreon. But say you want to be a pillar of rest, send us an email. We welcome you. It's a way to participate. And if you believe in Sons of Thunder and you think you can help make us a better organization as a sister, this is a way for you to do it. There's our new calendar for 2026. Get a look at that. Take a screenshot or send us an email and say you want the calendar. Brothers will send it to you. One extra thing that the brothers did for you is they named the months on the left-hand side. They did you a solid right there. That's a task I've been asking brothers to do for a long time for themselves. Okay? It's our new calendar. We're looking forward to our next feast day, January 18th, new moon. We're going to feast like we always do. We're going to serve the Most High. in sincerity and truth, come join us. Okay? Or if you're in a faraway place, you're not near Atlanta, and you want to do New Moon, send us an email. We got brothers out there probably. You guys can gather and make something happen. This is a proactive thing. You make it happen. If you want it to happen, you make it happen. All right? Our brother Ro A the Chef, a supporter of the channel, long time. A supporter of the camp, long time. Has a new album. I listened to it. You can listen to it with your wife. You can listen to it with your kids. It's quality Israelite content. It's clean music. Mixed, mastered, good. It sounds good in the speakers. You could ride down the highway. Do 80 miles an hour. Don't break the speed limit. Do what's right. Support the brother. Okay? We have we support our champions. This is one of our champions. Give him a look. All right? That name of the album is The Calling. Ain't nothing out there. But this is something. Okay? Now I thought in this worldly new year, how am I gonna start my class? What am I gonna do first? So first I said I'm gonna put on my IDC t-shirt. You normally see it on that hanger back there. I said, no, I'm gonna wear it. Because I'm definitely bringing IDC into the new year. Every time I wore one of these, the crew neck or the shirts out there in the world, people stop me. Yo, what's that? I said, it's Israelite. This is designed by Israelites. This is really like a niche thing. Where I get that? I had to give out the website a couple times. I said, you know what, man? I'm gonna have to rock it more faithfully. And y'all be on the lookout for a new season, new designs. Y'all supported us the first time around, and we're very grateful for that. That helped SOT a lot. But season 2 gonna be even better. All right? See if I got any more announcements. Brother's gonna have camp tomorrow. See you in 5 Points. Me and Captain Maikai going on a brotherhood mission. We will not be at camp if things are successful. If things are not successful, you will see us at 5 Points as well. We're going to come and do the work. But if things are successful, we're going to be out being brothers with other fellow Israelites, Lord willing. Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah. Now, I figured we're going to start this new year like that. Y'all, why you say it's a new year? Don't you know the new year is starting? Yeah, we know that. And what? Guess how I'm starting this new year? I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all going to stop nitpicking and complaining so much. And that's tonight's lesson. You're going to control your emotions. You're going to stop letting your emotions control you. Israel's become weird. We're not going to be weird. You're running off the fruit. You're estranging people that would be attracted to this glorious truth because you don't know how to act. Sit on your hands and relax. We're starting it like this. Yes, we're starting it like this. You not coming in to this new season, this new calendar year. You are not coming in as a core. We're gonna set the tone. It doesn't get worse than this.
So on today's episode of the Wild Watts of West Virginia, we have here straight tomfoolery. We have a black lady on here acting a straight fool for the white man. Girl, are you out your mind? Is this what your ancestors fought for? In the words of Inyana, can you show this activity to Dorothy Dandridge and Harriet Tubman? Pop my butt, pop my butt. I need you to keep repeating that over and over again because this is crazy. So on today's episode of
got big problems. Our people are finito. We got the truth, right? We got big problems. I watched Captain Maikai's class. I try to catch up with what he was saying. I've been real sick. You got Hebrew Israelites celebrating the death of other Israelite brothers. Somebody's son, somebody's father, somebody's brother. You got Israelites using the white man's YouTube to make videos gloating about a brother dying because he ain't teach your doctrine. But our people are in that condition. The lowest estate they ever been, and you supposed to have some type of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I hope that burnt you up. I hope watching that hurt your feelings. But some of y'all are not spiritually calibrated, and we're gonna leave you behind. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any more time worried about these niggas. I don't even know them. You know, I had to sit and think. I said, I was talking to Captain Yaquab. I said, me personally, the type of dude I am, I wouldn't even rub shoulders with these guys. These yappers. You know, they talk like they know everything. I wouldn't even bump into you in real life because you don't be nowhere. You're just a miserable TV dinner cat. You know, you fall asleep to Sports Center all night. You work an underachieving job because, you know, you've been trained to believe you deserve less. You out of shape, sloppy, because you don't have no pride in yourself, because you've been trained to think like that too. And you've become a tabloid. You actually make videos about other men. That's what you do. You use a hall monitor. That's what you did. Stop running in the hallway. You there. Aren't you supposed to be in class? I don't like the way your shoes. That haircut is not to code. These are the guys. Israel don't deserve to be connected with losers like that. These guys ain't nobody, man. They don't love nobody. They don't build nobody up. They don't contribute nothing to the nation. They never made nothing better. They got the orange reflective sash. They Israelite hall monitors watching you, because if they put out a camp video, it get 37 views because nobody want to watch them talk doctrine. So the only way for them to get any attention is for them to talk about other men. Yeah, Yariya said they got a whistle. Hey, stop that. You can't go over there. You're supposed to be. These are these guys, man. Yeah, me and James was talking about it like, yo, type dudes we would never even bump into these cats. Wouldn't even rub elbows with these dudes, man. Why we care what they saying, why we even paying attention to it? I said, really, it's because we so willing to love Israel that we giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. Nah, we leaving you behind. You guys are finito. You don't count no more. You done now. Y'all need to focus on holding down a camp spot, because y'all struggle with that. You know, now to hide the shame that you don't really have a flourishing street ministry. Y'all just totally remove the camp videos from your channels, and all your videos is just, you don't even show yourself because you don't even have self-image. So now your videos is just some scriptures that you're taking out of context. That's all your videos are. Some scriptures that you're taking out of context to give you a bridge to discuss other men. That's misery. You know, that's disgusting. And then to watch you mock brothers who passed away and died. Y'all might know a brother, and he don't agree with me. It's a brother named Phineas that passed away. I'm sweating, man. I still don't feel good. A brother named Phineas that passed away. I'll tell you the backstory. You might not know this. A brother named Phineas started doing videos. He had dreads, kind of heavy set, chubby brother. He died. He went into a diabetic coma, is what I heard, and he passed away. And may the Most High comfort his family. That's somebody's family member. And when he died, a bunch of Israelite hall monitors started making videos celebrating. Yeah, he didn't teach our doctrine. He didn't teach what we teach. So God killed him. Yeah, this was going to happen to all of you. Like, imagine being a miserable nigga like that. That's very low hanging fruit, and you weak. You know, you weak. We have great men in Israel that when their greatest enemies passed away, they took no pleasure in that because they fellow Israelites indeed. You got a man like Saul, a great Israelite man who went off. He fell to his jealousy. The Most High took his Holy Spirit away from him. That man even went into witchcraft, consorting with witches. And King David, our king, did not mock him in death and didn't suffer anybody else to mock him in death and left us that example. And the reason being is because that brother is the Lord's anointed. He's a chosen man of God. He's an Israelite indeed. And David wept for many Israelites who were his enemies when it came to that throne. He wept for Abner as well. When Joab killed Abner, David was displeased and angry at Joab. And Joab was a mighty man, a very valiant man. But David wasn't going to join him in that negativity. Now imagine this. We got our black woman consorting with animals, eating dog food, humiliating the entire race. Make a video about that. No, you made a video about a man who was an Israelite indeed. And he passed away, unfortunately. And you did it so that you could plug your favorite doctrine, which is your claim to fame, as you continue to try to find a way to be relevant in this circus that you, one of the clowns acting in. That's so embarrassing. I'm a grown man. You don't check me over here. You don't do nothing for me. And if we stand mano a mano, you can't say nothing to me. But it ain't always about that. Sometimes it's about being real. And being real is you teaching thousands of men who follow you that that's the right way to behave. Nah. That's over with, man. We leaving you behind. Actually, we laugh at you for that because you got to answer to a higher power. Look at what God said through the wisdom of Sirach. I believe Sirach was inspired to say these words. Now look at this. And you make a lot of excuses over there. And the reason I'm not saying their name is because they're irrelevant. Y'all know that need to know. And if you don't know, learn the lesson. Look at this. Whether it be friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives. Now make an excuse and say you don't have to follow that, but teach out of this book. Oh, that's talking about if you know a secret about somebody. No, it's not. It's about another man's life. So if a man dies, he didn't die in a vacuum. He got a family. When you make YouTube videos with his face, mocking him in death, you're not just mocking him so you can brag about your doctrine and scare those zombies that follow you who can't think for themselves. There's the brothers that follow you. They don't think for themselves. And the charismatic brothers that follow you, they too cool to do that loser stuff. We see them in person. We see them in the street, and they dap us up and say, what's up? Ask Micaiah. The charismatic, the real guys that's with you in your camp, and I'm talking to you. The real guys that's with you, they have drinks with us. Ask Micaiah. I got witnesses of that. They kick it with us, and they real with us. And they know we know the scriptures. When I see your guys out here by where I live at, I ain't going to reveal it. When I see them and they set up 2-man and I walk up on them, they go, oh, Joel. Yeah, what's up? Hey, you want to get a scripture? Why they didn't wish death on me? Didn't you make 2 videos about me this week? Because you seen me do something at my feast day that you can't understand? All you got to do is say, can we come? Y'all, can we come to your feast day? I would have opened the doors for you. We'd have rolled out the red carpet for you and show you brotherhood your own camp don't even know how to show you. I'll be watching y'all, man, writing all them comments to your elder. He don't even respond to you. He don't even pay you no mind. We leaving all of you in the past. The brother died. And you make all them videos mocking him in death. Let me tell you, man, talk not of other men's lives means talk not of other men's lives. And Israel ain't know how to do that last year. Israel's whole job in all you suckers was, I need something to make my channel blow up. I'm going to talk about this guy. The last 3 camp videos on the main channel is a trilogy. Watch them in succession. I want you to watch them in succession. I mean that. I can't be around lame stuff, man. Make my skin crawl. Most High made me of quality material, and he made me a stand-up guy. Okay? The last 3 videos, I'm going to show you this. This video right here. If we disagree, you hate us. Resisting a culture of hate. The truth has become capitalist and corporate. I want you to watch them videos in order. They're a trilogy. And they're telling you exactly how to behave as an Israelite man in this truth in the modern era. Gonna walk you through it. Brothers explain it to you, the negative mindset, and how to overcome it. I want you to watch them. Because it's the right way to be a brother, man. It's young people watching this thing. Teenagers, people in their 20s. They don't relate to this weird stuff you strange and miserable guys be doing, man. And it's keeping them back. Why would they even come near this truth? Because they got to stand next to you, Quasimodo. A weird, miserable Negro that's gonna, hey man, this guy, what's the one brother? He made the video about me because we had the nation at the feast day. Let me tell you, man. Brother EJ from Mos 15 called me on Thursday out the blue. I said, hello? He said, what's up, soldier? I said, who this? He said, Brother EJ. I said, what's going on, Ak? He said, man, I just called to see how you doing. This brother's Muslim. He didn't want nothing from me. He didn't want a dime. He didn't want a come up. He didn't want an opportunity. I just called to see how you doing. I said, man, I've got the flu. I've got yellow phlegm coming out, man. I got headache. He said, come on down to Camp Creek. I got you. You know, the brothers out there, they working out. They got the final calls. They out in the street doing their ministry. You know them when you see them out there. I said, man, I got to go out that way. I got to do something for the family. I got to go. He said, come on, man. I went out there about an hour and a half later. I drove past them brothers. He flagged my car down. He threw 3 ginger root mango infused juices in the car. Gave me a couple final calls. Pat me on the chest and said, you drink that, you're going to be better, man. We'll see you later, soldier. I just met this brother. I've been knowing this brother 2 months. I went home. I drank the juices. I feel better. You making videos about brothers who died and mocking them in death. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Again, check my phone again. He ain't call me, text me. Hey, man, send me your calendar. Me and my wife, we want to come to the new moon thing. We want to see that. We want to be there. But then you make 2 videos mad because do you know this idiot said, oh, they was in there. Oh, yeah, y'all in there trying to show them the Feast of Dedication. Why they ain't take them bow ties off? Nigga, is a bow tie a sin? Where's your mind at? And who you talking to? I bet you never walked up on none of them brothers and said, yo, take this bow tie. You see? And these are the guys, we leaving you behind, man. You're just a bunch of hall monitors, yellow sash wearing hall monitors. Stop doing things that I don't think you should be doing that. Yo, brother, we don't care what you think we should be doing. We didn't ask you. Honestly, I went to your boss. I ain't even try to talk to you. You see? It's crazy out here. It is absolutely ridiculous. And these brothers got the holy scriptures and they behaving like this. You think I'm going to teach that to my men? I got 23-year-olds with me. 21-year-old young men follow me. You think I'm going to teach them that behavior? I got children I'm raising. Yeah, I'm going to raise my son to behave and carry on like that. You got to be kidding me. You think I want him around you? You think? No. But see, your strong men, your mighty men, when they see us, yo, what's up, Ak? What's up, Ak? And we keep it moving. They don't act. It's you goody 2 shoes, you know, clout chasing brown noses, man. The brother has some nerve, man. I reached out to him in the comments. I said, Ak, man, I ain't too big to talk to you. I don't think of myself like that. So you don't have to talk about me this way. Send me an email. I'll give you my info, man. Let's talk, man. Let's see if the Bible agrees with what you're saying. Let's reason. This brother said, I ain't your brother, and I got nothing to say to you. I said, all right, then. Then 2 days later, he got another video with my name in it. Response to Joel's proud comment. Now, wait a minute. I thought you ain't have nothing to say to me. So instead of talking to me, you make a video. These guys got to get left behind, man. They with the women. They got to sit with the women. Our sisters got to teach them. Our sisters overcame that. The gossiping and the murmuring. Our pillars can show you how to beat that. These guys got to sit with the women. We're not bringing them with us as we go forward in this thing. No. We got to figure out how to make life better for blacks, natives, and Hispanics by any means necessary. We're going to figure that out. Nobody going to stop us. Donald Trump became president. He don't give a damn what nobody say. On the first day, start kicking people out the country, passing legislation. Obama president, 8 years. Biden president, 8 years, I believe. And they can't pass nothing. We just can't. The gays can get married though, but everything else we can't. We can't. We just can't. The Republicans don't agree. Trump came in and said, I don't care who agree. I'm the president. I'll do this, do that. Sue me. You do it because you want to do it. You don't do it because you're looking for people to be confluent and agree with you. I don't care who like what we doing. Tomorrow, me and Micaiah soldier up, humble ourselves, and go try to be brothers with some other Israelites. It's up to them. If they don't want to be brothers with us, okay. But we're not leaving Israel how we found it. We're not emotional. No, these emotions that you inherited from beefs you wasn't even around for, that you don't know nothing about. You just heard stories and you became a tick, a blood-sucking tick carrying the virus. I'm not joining you in that. I'm a man. I made a whole different stuff. I'm a leader. What you talking about? Yahweh chose me to be a leader. He said, you're going to lead. Some of y'all are not even fit for your calling. You're not even supposed to be teaching. You're not even supposed to have a microphone in front of you. That don't mean you can't explain a scripture that you understand. But you're not supposed to be an orator. Not you, because you ain't built like that. And that's not who you are. And that's why you're making videos and talking about other men. Israel, I want you. Brothers call me. I said, what's up, Ak? I just want to tell you this brother made a video about you. I said, I don't give a damn. He don't mean nothing to me, and what he's saying don't matter to me. And that, I was a little stern when I said it. I think the brother felt like I was hot with him, but I meant it. And you know what the brother said? You right. It don't matter what he's saying. And we hung up the phone. I expect to see that brother at camp Saturday because he come listen to us. So guess what I just did to him? Instead of perpetuating an ongoing bickering and back and forth, I cut it off. It's over with. That's over with. We're not dealing with that. We're moving forward in a mightier fashion. We're going to have a stronger grip on these scriptures. And we're not going to wish and gloat and glory over a brother who passed away. That's disgusting. That's base. That's like roach behavior. And then what brothers are going to do, they're going to try to go in the Bible and try to find an account and use the account to justify behaving like that. And these niggas know that Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, is not going to be confluent with that behavior. They're not going to sit at Christ's feet and go, he didn't teach what we taught about the mark of the beast. So when he died, the scriptures say, if they don't teach this gospel, be a curse. You think Christ is going to be like, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. That was the right way to behave. You can as a man of the Lord, is Christ going to say that? The Jesus Christ from the Bible. Yeah, I called him Jesus. What you going to do? What? You ain't going to do nothing but make a video with my face in it. What is he going to Slack you? Let me calm down. What is Christ going to be confluent with that? I want to get into the scriptures, but I'm getting carried away. Because I haven't really talked about it out loud. I've been thinking about it. Now that I talk about it out loud, are you kidding me? And it's even more disgusting that the real niggas of your camp, when we see them, they don't do that. They don't spit on the ground as we pass by. They show mad love. They rock with us. And that goes for all you camps. Why is it like that? That's Yahweh showing us something that you respected. Don't let it go to your head. And then the negativity that you're getting is manufactured. It's not real. So don't take it with a grain of salt and keep marching. That's what I'm going to do. Crazy? I'm a good soldier. And that's what brings me back to the brother who passed away. His name was Brother Phineas. About 10 years ago, my first time out teaching at 5 Points by the Martyr by myself, we had Priest Sabak had a Friday class, a Thursday night class, and he said, yeah, we're going to have brothers out there this weekend in Atlanta. Joel's going to be out there. So y'all go out there. If you're in Atlanta, go out there and hear the word. And Shalpar had not moved to Atlanta yet. He wasn't in Atlanta yet. And I was by myself. So my brother Naquam came out with me. And guess who was there to meet me? Brother Moses, he goes by the name of Nabal now, and Brother Phineas. I had never met him before. Brother Phineas was there. He had on all black. Him and Moses had on all black. I think they had their own thing. And Brother Phineas shook my hand and said, we know that you was coming out to do the work, and we want to help. We want to read for you. And that's how I know Brother Phineas. I never heard him say nothing negative. And if he did, don't tell me. If he made a bad negative talking video about me as his spirit changed, because he began to speak against camps later in his walk. I don't want to know about it. I'm gonna be real with you. Don't send that to me. The brother just showed up 2 weeks in a row. He was my reader. He stood at my right hand. Moses was at my left. And when Naquan would get there, Phineas would move down and Naquan was at my right hand. That was my first 2 weeks at camp. After that, I think Shower Paul came down, and that's when we got attacked by traffic cone man. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's crazy time. That's a crazy time in Israel. I got in a fight. I broke some African dude's phone. I went crazy. A dude put out a razor on me, an eyebrow archer. I lost my mind. I tried to kill him. I didn't understand what camp was. I took everything personal. And but Brother Phineas, at that time, him and they had stopped coming. They went somewhere else in Atlanta, and they were having camp. So God rest the dead. May the Most High have mercy on his soul, and in my spiritual lens, he's resting until the judgment. So I don't believe there's any knowledge or any wisdom in the grave. And I don't believe that it is appropriate to mock the man in death because he came against camps. So what, man? You ain't got to like camps. Camps don't leave a lot of likable things with our behavior at times. And SOT, we trying to be the change that we want to see in the world. But, that rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't watch any of those videos. Brothers was telling me about it in our captain's chat. It came up, and I did want to tell that story. That brother was one of my first readers. He read for me. My first time teaching. Brother Phineas. The Most High took him. Unfortunately, he's a young man. He wasn't that old. But we got to watch our health, okay? We got to watch our health. And it is despicable to mock him in death. But I still hope the Most High have mercy on the brothers who spoke rashly, because they don't know what they're doing. They have no idea that their behavior is inappropriate and stupid. And they don't have adequate control over their emotions either. They're very emotional. And we leaving that behind, okay? I'm going to show you some scriptures to make you better people. Some of these are my favorite scriptures. Captain Asha Allah stole my Bible and my Apocrypha, and he's had it for 2 weeks, and he refuses to return it. Okay, so I want you brothers to, in the chat, I want y'all all to say shame, shame. Yeah, get that brother. Help me with that, chat. Yeah, throw chairs too. He won't give me my Bible and my Apocrypha back. Brother had it for 2 weeks. Yup, shame. There we go. Shame, shame. Give me my stuff, Ak. I would have had some more precepts for you, but I don't know what he's doing over there. I think he's got his wife transcribing my precepts over to his Bible while he working. I think his brother's in on it too. Captain Kaya. I think his brother is in on it too. Look at this. He confessed. He confessed. Look, he confessed. Any of y'all would have done this. He confessed. All right. Y'all get him in the chat. Now, what we got? Y'all settled in. You got your, got some water. You got your Bible. You got your notepads. Y'all understand that it is completely ridiculous to talk about other men's lives as the totality of your ministry. It's absolutely foolish. Y'all see that it is ridiculous to mock somebody in death. That's base, barbaric, Edomitic behavior. I think y'all understand. Now, control your emotions. Don't let them control you. This is a lesson for men, women, and children. Everybody can learn from this. Okay? I want to start with Sirach. And the reason being is because these are more about when people are picking at you and saying things about you, which is going to happen a lot. Now you got a clean slate here. You're starting a new Gregorian calendar year. I ain't saying you got to do the American customs and all that resolutions. I'm saying you have a marker on your calendar, a starting point. Okay? Start now. Don't wait no more. I'm trying to urge you. What's today? The 2nd? So this is as new and fresh as we could do this in principle on a calendar. You have a new, fresh beginning. Okay? There are 1,000. Watch this. My name is Yahweh Ol. There are going to be 1,000 people going, the new year is a bit. What is he talking about? They're not listening to what I'm saying. They're trying to find something to criticize because that is their design and goal in the first place. They are the least of my concern. This lesson is for people that want to be better people. I'm talking to you, okay? So I'm saying things you can understand. You got a new, fresh start here, a new calendar year. Make it good. Let's not repeat old mistakes. Step 1. Look at this scripture and see if you understand it. Let's see if you understand it. You should like this one. This is very wise. Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap thee in thy words. Now, I'm going to say it in plain English. This is plain English. I'm going to say it in modern English, basic terms. Don't get mad in front of people slandering you, because the whole reason they doing it is so they can use your words and your outburst of anger against you. There are weird, corny people out there. I just talked about it, right? I ain't your brother. I ain't got nothing to say to you. That's the corniest response on the planet, right? But then 2 seconds later, making a video saying something to me. Why? Because he want me to respond to that so that he can entrap me in my words, so he can gain a mastery over me. And that's the whole point. So you got to ignore that. This is going to happen at your job. There's going to be that dude or that lady at your job that's always clocking your time, that's always saying something slick, that waits till the boss comes around to criticize you. You know they doing it. Everybody knows they're doing it. But you're getting tired. You're getting annoyed at this. You feel me? So you're going to have your outburst. That outburst going to feel good too. That outburst gonna feel good. You hear me? Some of you have wives that do this. Some of you have baby mothers that do this. No matter what you do, she try to embarrass you in front of your kids or make it very difficult for you to be daddy. And she's always critical and putting you down. Some of you have parents that do this. Listen to me. I love you. Listen to me. The put down is not the point. Listen to me. The put down is not the point. Listen to me. Nobody gonna teach you this because don't nobody love you. Don't nobody care about you. People sit back and watch you suffer and lose and fail because it's entertaining and they don't give a damn about you. But you here at Sons of Thunder Sabbath class, I love you. I want the best for you and your family. I only want people around me that want that for me. Did you know there were people like that? Did you know that everybody's not out to use you, out to get you, and to take advantage of you? And you evolved into a person like that because everybody around you like. Did you know some people are not like that? I don't even have to know you, and I want what's best for you. Listen to me. The insult was never the point. The slick comment that they said to you, that wasn't that wasn't supposed to hurt you and tear you down. And that's what they wanted. See, I made them feel bad. I made her hang her head. It's rage bait. Do you understand that? I'm going to say this to you so you can react to it. And then once you react, I got you. Look at this scripture. This is the first precept. That's it. You know, some class don't have to be long. It's like, if you think about this in the situation, it's no way you can overreact. You're going to go, no, I'm not doing that. You got it. I know I got it. Yep. And you know what else I got? Bitty, bitty, boo. I'm done responding now. When I said you got it, I meant that. And that means we're done interacting. I'm going to handle this in a professional fashion. I'm going to pray to the Most High first for prudence on how to deal with you. And he's going to give me the inspiration, and his answer is the best. You're done now. You should have left me alone. And I have great peace. I'm not sweating. I'm not talking to myself. I'm not grinding my teeth, because that is also a victory for an injurious person, that you're bothered and aggravated. You young people that play sports and you high schoolers, y'all going to feel this, because Esau going to do this to you. He's going to pluck you and pluck you until you react, and then they're going to go, see? But there's certain people out there in this world that have proper management and coaching that won't allow them to fail. Let me ask you, real question. How many of y'all think y'all would have been successful in Shadur Sanders' shoes? The media talk about you like that. The person that's playing in front of you is taking cheap shots at you, and you know you better than him. And all these white boys come together, colluded to humiliate and embarrass you, and you don't even know these people. And you come from money and a proud family. How many of y'all would have been successful without proper guidance and coaching? How many of y'all would have been successful? Wouldn't you have overreacted? Wouldn't you have exploded in the media? Wouldn't you have cursed somebody? Wouldn't you have put your hands on that white boy for saying something slick like that? What you say about me in that interview? You'd have caught him in the lockers, and all of those things would have been what? They would have been an entrapment for your soul. This scripture right here is so important to your life. If you can commit it and remember to use it at the right time. Don't get angry when and the Bible calls them an injurious, they are hurtful person. Type of person to mock you when you die. They're a hurtful person. Type of person to make a video with your face in it. Don't even know you. Talk about your family. Say the spirit done left you because they don't like your doctrine. Completely violate friendships. Call you a thief. Or just make up a rumor about you. And then carry the rumor. There are injurious Israelites. Brothers that teach, that have high rank. They are injurious people. Miserable. Don't let the rage bait work. You hear me? That move don't work no more. We're beyond that. That now it's done. Now it's like when they do that, you know what you do? Back to whatever I was doing. You see what I'm saying? What you mean? And they embarrass themselves. But not you. Don't feed into it. You cannot allow that. You can't let anger overtake you. Let me get you another one. You ready? Check this one out. Just Bible time. Just looking at the Bible. Scriptures in context. In context. You know, I'm not twisting them so I could, you know, make my point. No, let God make his point. So we could be what? Better people. That's the only things I want to teach you. So you should feel comfortable no matter what camp you're in. Oh, y'all will always teach you, he's all right to watch. You should feel that way. He don't camp bang, and he doesn't sneak in things to coerce you. He don't do that. He teaches God's doctrine, and then he go home. Look at this. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. And he that ruleth his spirit is better than he that can take a city. What does that mean? A person who is slow to anger is better than a strong person. Because strong people, some of them be emotional. When you're emotional, you make mistakes. Things you're going to have to apologize for later. Ask the brothers in my camp. When I'm angry, I don't talk to you. I get angry. I'm a human being. This is not, look how much better of a human I'm than y'all. And look how wise I am. No. I get mad. I got all the range of emotion anybody. I get sad, I get happy, silly, play with my son, I'm smiling. I have a sense of humor. I get depressed. I get down in the dumps. And there's answers for all of that. And we made videos on the Sabbath for all of those things. I'll tell you this. You need tools. My tool is when I'm angry, I'm talking about furious, I don't talk. Not to my wife, not to my children, not to my parents, not to my men. Why is that? Because the things that I'm going to say while I'm in that emotional state are not the things that I would say when I am in complete control of my emotions. You don't, some of y'all don't want to think like this. Some of y'all want the freedom. Listen to me. Some of y'all want the freedom to act out and then later, well, I was mad. That's childish. That's like you're a baby. I gotta raise you too. I gotta be your husband and raise you too. I gotta be your wife and raise you at the same time. Some of you, you ain't little kids no more. You 18, 19 years old, slamming doors, cursing, talking back to your parents, screaming, flying off the handle. Are you out of your mind? So I got to put you in diapers and make a bottle for you too? Because you don't got no self-discipline. Look at Mike Tyson, one of the strongest people I ever seen, completely destroyed by his emotions. He was depressed, unhappy, and manic. He was emotional. So when you're in a boxing match against another world champion who's just as strong as you, a Lennox Lewis, an Evander Holyfield, two fights that he lost that was misery. It was miserable to watch those fights because I'm a Mike Tyson fan and I wanted him to win. And just watching Evander Holyfield break him down, just watching Lennox Lewis take him apart like a Lego, just pull him apart, take him apart. And I'm thinking to myself, why Mike not doing a winning strategy? Why is he overextending and getting hurt like that? Because he's fighting with. He's fighting with this, with his emotions. I'm angry. I'm mad. And Evander Holyfield, straight face, serious about this fight. I'm not going to take no unnecessary damage. I'm going to beat this dude. Lennox Lewis, I'm going to stand this far away. I'm not going to make no mistakes against this guy. He can knock me out. I'm going to do the same strategy until I win. That's a great metaphor because the other guy was stronger, but the more collected guy was the winner. What happened when Ortiz was fighting Mayweather? Ortiz got mad and he headbutted him and he elbowed him, and the referee came in between. And what did Floyd do? Floyd said, all right, cool, bro. But one guy is all in his emotions, looking at the crowd, looking at the judges, looking at his corner, emoting, giving all this emotion, this energy out. But Floyd, it got this, look like a damn praying mantis. Hey, bro, you know I'm not playing with you, right? Bam! Knocked him out cold. And I watched that in a house full of Ephraimites. And one of them cried because they wanted Floyd to lose so bad. And they thought Ortiz was going to win. And Floyd knocked that dude straight right hand. You ain't even know he could do that. Slid him. And Ortiz was done. And then what happened at the end? The rage bait. The announcer came in and he tried to mock him. And Floyd, no. You don't know nothing about boxing. I ain't going to say what he said. You don't never give me my fair share. You don't never give me my fair share. He didn't, he kept the content. I give you these examples because they're relatable. But what you going to do in the workplace, man? What you going to do in your marriage? A wife can say something that could really piss you off. You want to throw? You want to? The Lord don't want me to say. Excuse me. The wife can say something that really can make you mad, and you want to do something to her. It's not wise. You want to say something hurtful. You want to check her. That's not wise. Because later you want to be with her again, and she being the weaker vessel, she prone to that. But why did you go there as a man? These is all things that the scriptures, 2,000-year-old scriptures, was telling you, this is how you conduct, man. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. So, brother, make a video of my face in it. I'm supposed to throw my Bible across the room and go live and just go berserk. And then all the brothers that follow me, watching me, and then loyal brothers go, well, I guess I got to act like that. That's how the captain is acting. Yeah, I'm going to act like that. Now I've done trained young men to be. No, I ask brothers, go watch the last camp video. You study with SOT. What you learning? You're poised. You're not trained to get even, get back. You trained to leave brothers alone. Once they show you that, you say, thank you, Yahweh. I didn't even know he was a snake like that. Thank you for letting him reveal that. Minimal damage, what he did. Minimal damage. And you just keep on moving, man. Control your emotions. Don't let them control you. We're living in a world where brothers are being controlled by their emotions. They're making mistakes. They're going to jail. They're losing their lives because of emotional outbursts. And then our enemy, the Edomites, is taking advantage of those moments and then using those moments to define you as a person in a court of law. It's happening all over. We're not going to be perfect with this thing, but if we make the conscious effort to apply basic scriptures like these in key moments, we're going to have a better outcome. Better outcome. Telling you. Better outcome. We're going to, our results, we're going to 10x our results than how they was prior. Look at this. Put off all these things: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Is Hebrew Israelites thriving congregations can't follow this. They move in anger. They practice get back, which is wrath. They teach a negativity towards brothers out of an old hatred, which is malice. And then they say God authorized this behavior, which is blasphemy. And then they package it as a teaching, which is filthy communication. Got to put all of that away. I got to put anger away. I got to put wrath and malice away. Because I tuck it down deep inside. I still got it, though. I just hide it. But it's in me. The perfect Yahweh, I can see him before my time expires. See that? That's the thing, though. You got to want that. You got to want to see the absolute best version of yourself. You got to want to see that. You could delude yourself and say, well, I'm me, and brothers listen to me and do what I say. I'm so smart. You could get caught up in that. It's easy to get caught up in that. But I know that if I continue to work on myself, that I'm going to see the best version of myself one day, which might not be as good as other brothers. It might be brothers younger than me or older than me that are superior in many ways. And it's just who they are. And God made them like that. But I don't compare myself to other brothers. I compare myself to me. So I don't want to be old and I'm the same Yahweh as young Yahweh. Like, the change is like minimal. There should be a big mountain. Like, damn, when I was young, this is me. But now I'm way I've advanced. And that opens more opportunities and opens more doors because you asking the Lord to give you certain blessings and you're not mature enough for it. Especially those of us that are pursuing careers in corporate America, which is filled with racism and microaggressions. You need supreme self-control, and nobody teaches it. There's no coaching. Black people in corporate America are not your friends, so they're not going to help you. They're going to watch you fail and collect their check. They're not, very few will stick out their hand on a life preserver. Hey, this is how you move in this situation. Watch out for this guy. When he says that, say this. Be careful with this situation because you're going to get jammed up. That this dude, oh, I wouldn't respond to that email. This dude, they don't teach you that. And if they figured it out, it's like something that they keep for themselves so that they can get far. They see you, another black person coming off, they go, it's another nigga in here. Damn, I was the only black person. Now this guy's here. Hope he get fired. That's the way corporate black America is. Very crazy. So you don't want to get, caught up in that. You just want to use the Bible and let God write your story. So if the Most High be with you, you can't lose. So make the concerted effort to have excellent discipline and self-control. The outcomes are only positive. I'm gonna show you another one. You're gonna see a pattern here. You're gonna see a lot of wisdom scriptures. I'm gonna be pulling from a lot of the same places. Some of you overshare. Some of you, you're not comfortable in your own skin, so you're nervous, so you overshare. The emotion you're feeling is nerves. You got to control that emotion. How long is that emotion going to beat you? How long are you going to be in shambles in clutch moments? How does a man stand in front of 50,000 people and make the game-winning shot? It's clutch. There's a lot of people watching. He has control over his nerves. How does a man play the piano solo in front of the orchestra, make no mistakes? Because nerves is there. That's somebody that has control. So you think they're like a mutant, like, oh no, he just born with them skills. You could do anything anybody else could do, but do you have the self-discipline that they have? No. That's the difference between you and other people. It's self-discipline. And I'm talking to young black people, Hispanic. Nobody gonna teach you this. You're not gonna learn this in school. They don't love you enough to teach you this. They don't care about you. They try to make everything standardized, A, B, C, D, when really it's about a complex set of emotions that we all going through at different times and stimulus that we feel. And do we have mastery over it? You understand? The Bible been trying to teach us this. Some of you just overshare. You just talk too much, telling people's business, telling all your business, personal information to people who have not had, see, look at this. Send an email to sotisraelites@gmail.com. I asked brothers this. They said, for what? I personally asked. Long sentences, respectful, humble, how to contact certain elders. I got a response, for what? These guys are amazing, and they're supposed to be our leaders. These guys are amazing. I'm leaving them behind. These old dudes, what do they mean to you? If they don't care about you, what do they mean to you? What do they matter? People study with me. You want to talk to me? I'll talk to you. Just send an email to sotisraelites@gmail.com. All right? No folly. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth in till afterwards. How many situations would you have dominated if this scripture would have appeared in fiery flaming letters on the wall in the moment? How many situations would you have dominated that you failed in? Talk to me, man. Where you went home thinking, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Oh my God, why did it? If only I could have. If only I could have. Now I got to deal with this. I shouldn't even have said nothing. All I had to do was just stand there. Okay, you got a fresh start now. The past is the past. You can watch this lesson 50 times. Nobody taking this lesson away from you. Now you putting your focus on this. And this is becoming a part of your DNA. Now this is becoming a part of your attitude in general. Oh, here comes a situation. I'm uncomfortable. Let me say something. No, why say anything? A fool uttereth all his mind. A wise man will keep it until afterwards. Just observe. I'll tell you a funny story. I was in college and we was at a party and a fight broke out, and I went to a white school in a white mountainous area, and the police came and they came to do work. You know, there's black people and there's a fight, and there's no white kids, it's black kids partying. You know, they rented out a hall and we had a DJ, we had our own situation. We used to make our own parties because there was nothing to do up there where I went to school. I went up to school in the Appalachian Mountains. So black people hung together and we used to make our own fun. So we would rent places and make parties, give out flyers. Like, that was like, you had to do something or you're going to be in that dorm room all day, all night. So the police came and my boys was like, yo, why they got the dogs? Nah, that's not okay. I'm gonna do something about this. And my arm like flew out, like the Holy Spirit. My arm was like, no, you're not. You're gonna stand here. Because we were standing up against the building underneath the awning, and it's all chaos because the girl, you know, young people do stupid stuff. They act like they never seen nothing before. So now that it's a fight, somebody got to scream. Somebody got to film. Somebody got to run full speed. Why that nigga ran full speed for? Where you going, yo? Why you did that? Just ran full speed. The fight right there, but the nigga just, these dudes got to hype the fight up. These girls got to argue because they fighting, but these girls got to need attention too. So now they going to argue. You know, it was madness. And my boy got that nerve. The nerves got to him. He thought he was about to become a civil rights activist out there with them devils. I said, nah, brother. My hand came out like that. No. You're going to watch. You're going to be quiet. And you're going to see what happened. That's exactly what I said. I think I was 23 at the time. 22. I could have been 22. I said, you're going to watch. You're going to be quiet. And you're going to see what happened. And those police ended up tasing some people and arresting a lot of the students, and they was rough with us. And there was a little brutality. And they had the German Shepherds, and it was menacing a lot of the girls with the dogs, these racist devils. We was out in the sticks with the rednecks. So, but it's like we was completely shielded from all of it because it was three of us. Because of our demeanor was completely calm, like we're just standing here. Everybody's saying something, hooting and hollering, but these three guys got this aura around them. They're just standing there, just looking, not saying nothing, not challenging the devils. It's nothing to do with us. We came to a party and people started fighting. We don't know what happened. We just here. We waiting for this to clear out so we could get in our cars and go. We just standing here. And I think that's the Most High saved my life, because I definitely had no self-discipline back then, but he put the spirit on me. You're going to watch. Those are the only words that came out of my mouth. You're going to watch. No, you're going to stand right here. You're going to watch. You're going to see what happened. And that goes with this scripture, because uttering your mind is yapping, but it's also doing too much. A wise man can chill out. Just relax, man. Be comfortable in your own skin. Stop letting your nerves make you do things out of nervousness. You feel you need to be in this person's face. You need to be making jokes. You need to be a clown right now. You need to be goofing. You need to be attention seeking, because you just can't handle the nerves. Control yourself. Master yourself. Do you hear me? Wait until afterwards and see what the Most High got for you. These are important scriptures. I want people to understand them. Israel got that, they gave you Facebook and you went crazy. All of y'all became bloggers. Y'all all got something to say. You all got 2 cents to throw in on the matter. And you feed into things that's really not important, If y'all have been watching, a lot of new doctrines spawn right at the end, and it's just madness. It really don't make no sense. What are you doing? What are you talking about, Doc? But a lot of brothers got offended by it and started feeding into it. You ain't see SOT do that. We just kept teaching. We didn't get caught up in that, like, oh my God, he's teaching this now. You used to say this. Self-discipline is such a superpower. Like, I don't care, yo. He gonna teach. Brothers can teach what they want to teach, yo. Just watch how you talk to me. And when we see each other in person, be respectful, because I don't play no games. I don't mess with you like that. You never see me disrespectful. I'm very polite. I'm an honorable dude. Can we just keep it regular? And we just go like that, But Israel, y'all got so emotionally involved. Brothers was literally making essays on Facebook about how they felt about it. Like, why you doing that? It doesn't. Tell your mom. Why? You're sensationalizing it. You're the reason the snowball is getting bigger. It's you, because you just keep feeding into it. Why? And this is not about being cool. Don't mistake what I'm saying about being a cool guy, because that's corny too. Be a real person. Don't be cool. Now you too cool to speak. Brothers try to dap you up. You ain't got nothing to say. Now you're taking it too far. Like, don't do that. I'm saying you hate this brother, and you're talking about this guy, and you're writing an essay about this, and now you're affected by this, And now this is affecting you. Now you want to do this. Yo, we already don't care. Life, yo, we got a nation to build. That's cool. He teach that. Okay. Why does it matter to you? Because he's such and such. Like, respect the person. It's just a guy. I'm just a guy. Don't never get too big for the program. This Yahweh's truth. It don't belong to none of us. Control your emotion. Like, if brothers was wicked, we would be manipulating y'all emotions for our advantage because y'all are so easily controlled like that. Okay? I want you to understand something. And this is going to help you. Even though it says he, it's a scripture for you. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. We got to leave the gossiping. That's over with. We got to stop calling each other to talk about somebody. Who's going to be the brave sisters that's going to be brave enough to be like, sis, respectfully, I don't want to talk about that. Nah, but you ain't hear what this brother was doing and his wife's out, sis. I don't want to talk about that. Who's going to be the princess that's brave enough to do that? You know, you want to talk about, you know, some commerce so we can make some moves, or healing for the children, or you want to be better wives, how to please my husband. But I don't want to talk about nobody else's life, and I definitely don't want to hear no gossip. Brothers, it's times I've been at camp and niggas ain't even salute me yet. They walking towards me and they hit me with the, now you know what this nigga said, right? Oh my God. I'm doing the work. We in the middle of kicking doctrine. Brother just walk up to you, hit you with the, yo, you know what you call it said, right? You ain't see that video? Now, I'm not going to put a motive on you. I'm going to say, nobody taught you not to do that. So now I'm teaching you. Stop doing that. You know why? Because if I speak about something before I understand it, it's shame and folly to me. So I don't even want to know about it. I don't have nothing to say. You even talking to me about it is putting me in a weird position. You're putting me in a possible shame and folly circumstance. I don't do that. Yo, Israel, the few scriptures I showed you tonight, if these become a part of how you behave consistently for another calendar year, where you going to be? What's your life going to look like? Don't you want to know? Try it. Try it. We know all these scriptures, but we haven't made our life about it. I'm telling you. I'm leading by example. You ain't seen me make not one video with nobody facing it. You ain't seen me make not one I'm telling my story video. That is so childish. You never seen me do that. You never seen me do a get back video. You said this about me. Oh, I got something on you. You never see me. And brothers talk about me awfully. You have never seen me do that. But what you have seen is me separate from people. Like, you don't see me with this brother no more. I don't talk to these people no more. Or the communication has slowed down with certain people. Damn, y'all used to always be. I don't see. Something happened. You watching me too close, Doc. Keep your eye on the North Star. All right? Most High coming back like a thief in the night. Look to the east, brother. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. I'm showing you that's not the way to behave. I got a camp of brothers who will not do that to you. That is my contribution to Israel. 50 men that do not behave like that. When Yahushua come back and he say, And what did you do with the talent I gave you? Adawan, I try to make brothers that are decent and disciplined. Here they are. Are they acceptable? I hope they are. Do you see what I'm saying? Decent and acceptable men. They might not be the best teachers, Adawan. They might not be the best scripture guys. They might not be the most powerful on with the debating, but they won't do these things, Adawan. And I can stand on that because we don't teach that. And then you can have some safety because I think the Christ from the scriptures, I think that's what he's looking for. Brothers willing to demonstrate the aspects of brotherhood that he taught while he was alive. You understand? He that enter on matter before you hear it, that's a shame. Sirach says something very similar in chapter 11, so we don't have to get it. But think about that. The person coming to you is setting you up to fail. I'll be at camp. I've been at camp for years. And this has happened hundreds of times. Brothers, salute, it's my turn. Yo, you know what you call it said, right? Damn, you didn't even salute me. You just implicated me in some mess. So now I gotta play it off. I got my hands in my pocket. Oh no, what happened? Damn, I ain't even hear about that. For real? It's crazy. So what you gonna do? And then it's like, how is that a brother that's making me better? How is that brother helping my walk? You understand? So don't be that guy. Follow the self-discipline we're showing you. Okay? And you got to stop being so touchy. Okay? You know, we've become very touchy. And I say that to say this. This lesson is about self-discipline and controlling yourself. But more importantly, it's about identifying a negative stimulus, putting it in a bottle, and closing the bottle. So you got to stop being so touchy. You know, you can't be so easily, you can't be like a hairpin trap or a mouse trap. You're so easily sprung. You know, a worldly saying is it got to roll off your back like water off a duck's back. You ever heard that saying? It got to roll off your back like water off a duck's back. Basically saying you gotta let that, you just gotta let that float, man. But if you let every stimulus require a reaction, you are being controlled by the outside. Even still, knowing the scriptures that I've shown you earlier, if you're touchy, you're still being controlled by the outside. That is something that you have to overcome. You can't be a touchy person. That is a form of emotional instability. You know, you're easily triggered. A major part of leaving the clubhouse ministry was the hypocrisy behind that is because touchy people are you can spot them. And what they do is they try to trigger you first because they're touchy and they don't have thick skin. So it offends them that you feel in control. So, and a lot of times when I only talk about things I know. So if I don't know, I'll tell you that. I'm so open. I'm like, I can learn that. I don't know that. Right. But when I do know something and I have mastery of it, I don't speak as a scribe. I speak as one who has authority, right? And when you have people who are hell bent on humiliating you and they hate what you believe and what you stand for, and they want to tear it down, that persona and that aura, it frustrates them, right? So what they do is they try to attack you first, because in their mind, because they touchy, so is everyone else, and they give themselves away. You know, they throw a little insult. Everything is every sentence ends in a slick insult. So, like I was saying, part of the reason why the Most High called me to peace was because I would always, turnabout is fair play. So I would say, well, let me do that. I could do that. When it's my turn, I'm going to jab you back, right? We're going to spar. And then they would get so offended, and, they would step on my time, and then they would take it to a new level, and they would start over talking and, calling you out your name. But these people are touchy. They're not confident. Being touchy is a sign of a lack of confidence. You have to overcome that. You have to be able to take an insult. In my day, we used to crack on each other. We would joke on each other. You come to school, your boys make fun of you. It was a bonding technique. So we don't take nothing personal. And then I noticed that the younger generations got away from that. They don't really play like that. You see what I'm saying? And they're very touchy. They don't take criticism well. Some of us are in the truth. Some of us have that. You're touchy. Your brothers are going to a reasoning session, and they have to criticize, or they have to disagree with you, and that's fighting words to you. That is an emotional instability, and you have to get a grip on that going forward. You have to overcome that. Okay? You have to overcome that. I want to show you a scripture. This is about making you better people, making you a better person. Look at what this says. Be not hasty in your spirit to be angry. Anger resteth in the bosom of a fool. Do you think I'm proud of the replays where I'm screaming at the top of my lungs because I've reached my limit and I'm actually angry now? You think I'm proud of that? Or do you think I wish I could go back to that moment and handle it with complete self-control and the dignity of a leader? Don't step in the snare in the first place. Let these scriptures I'm showing you tonight be at the forefront of your mind. You can't be touchy, bro. Falling out with people. You have a little bit to drink. Oh, man, I can't even be around you. You could criticize everybody in the building. Somebody say something about you. Oh, it's over with. Fun times is over. Look what the Bible said. Don't be hasty in your spirit to be angry. To get you angry needs to be it has to be an arduous task. It need to be one of them project doors with mad locks. Gotta open this deadbolt, take this chain off, slide this back, turn this key, lift this, and one of them latch knobs, lift this and pull it back, then open the heavy door. You can't be touchy. Some of you brothers in your marriages, some of you women, just touchy. Husband can't say nothing to you. He can't give you no sound counsel of how he would like his household to run. So he can't even lead his home because you're too touchy. Just anything that you don't want to hear, that you have to hear, you're mad. This is a lot. That's hard to love, and that's a lot to deal with. We expect that behavior from 2-3-year-olds. They touchy. Time for bed. No! You're instantly mad. Emotions just all over the place. Give them a toy. Stop crying. Take the toy away. Roll it on the floor. We have adults like this. It's not conducive to a nation that we're trying to be. All right? Go back. Watch the lesson from the beginning. Make these scriptures that I'm giving you a part of how you live. Like, this is who I am as a person. Like, I approach situations with this in mind and live that way. Just think about where you're going to be. Let me give you another one. I'm going to give you this one from the New Testament. Nobody love you to teach you these things. They watch you fail first, and then in your failure, they put their arm around you. You should have did this, bro. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. You be all right, though. It's crazy what happened, though, man. You went out sad, bro, but it's all right, though. Like, why didn't you deter me from going outside in the first place? And that's where a teacher has to appear. That's what we supposed to do for our nation, Israel. We're not supposed to be making videos gloating over a brother who passed away. We're supposed to be giving our people tools to make their lives better before negativity comes into their life. And that's going to attract people to the truth. I study with the Israelites because I need this spiritual food. I need these answers. I need this outlook on life. I'm not getting it nowhere else. And they coming straight out the Bible. The brother is showing it to me on the screen. It do say that in the scriptures. He's right. I'm reading it for myself. And that is the building of a nation. All right. Let's look what James said. He said, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to what? Wrath. If you want our people to have a better life, first you got to want that. You got to want our people to have a better life. Some of y'all only want that if they join your camp. That's a personal problem that you got to figure out. Like, if you genuinely, listen, let me say this to you. If you genuinely start getting annoyed when you see other Israelites happy and you can't watch that because they're not in your camp, something is wrong with you. You sick. If you on social media and some Israelites pop up in the feed and they happy and you just like wince and swipe away real fast, something is wrong with you. You need help. Seeing them happy bothers you. Something is wrong with you, man. You're supposed to want to see your people happy. Do you know it's Israelites? The same Israelites that was mocking the brother who died, they watch pro sports and talk about sports all the time, and they hope that their favorite player is healthy. They favorite player got a white wife who don't believe in the truth, and they don't give a damn about Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But you hope that man is healthy. But this Israelite, because he's not in your camp, you mocked him that he died. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. For the wrath of men worketh not the righteousness of God. Sirach tell you that wrath was not made for the son of men, neither furious anger for he who is born of a woman. Roughly paraphrasing. You need self-discipline. If you're given to fury and anger and in the slightest disagreement, you find yourself fantasizing about pain and suffering for your fellow Israelites. Something is wrong with you. The people who have taught you the Bible have wrecked you spiritually and ruined your mind, and you need help. You need brothers who don't want nothing from you, but to see you make it in the kingdom, which has nothing to do with what organization you with. It's just brotherhood. Go and watch that last camp video. What we say in that video? We said the Lord gonna have to bring us in the kingdom in a loincloth. That's the only way brothers gonna stand next to each other and be brotherly. He gonna have to bring you in a damn toga, all the same color, so that brothers don't be shalom, shalom, shalom. What was you with when we was back on earth? What brother, what camp you was with when we was back in the old kingdom? Like, you're sick, man. You're not even looking around like, oh, we here, we made it, we got the palms. You dummy. You just gonna be assuming everybody there is from your camp? Are you crazy? That we have to grow. There are children coming up in this truth, being raised as Israelites. And think of how embarrassed they're going to be when they see the thought process of their parents and they got to stand on that. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. That's going to make you, and then you're going to try to make yourself, you're going to be emotional, and to make yourself better, you're going to be wishing death on your own children. You guys need a lot of help. Just go from this lesson, get you some yayan. You might need an unleavened cake, and just sit and watch this lesson again and hear what I'm saying. All right. The inspiration of the Most High got me saying this. Listen to it and think like, if you got to pretend that I'm in your camp, do that. You know, take a picture of a brother that you idolize from your camp and put it on the screen with Scotch tape. If you need that, if that's where you at in your walk. But listen to these words. We're going to control our emotions. We're going to be men and women of wisdom, and we're going to raise positive children that contribute to this nation. Until the Most High take us off here, we're going to do our very best to make it better for ourselves. We're not going to make it worse. So we're going to make it worse for ourselves in order to keep our pride? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I give you one more scripture. This is my favorite one. The last verse of Proverbs 25. See, Proverbs 25 is the Proverbs that Hezekiah's men copied out. So that's how they got into the book. So that's a little history for you. Hezekiah's men found these proverbs and they copied them. I'm going to prove that. See, look. Proverbs 25:1. Look. These are also Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied out. So Solomon did say these things, but it was written down and left somewhere. So Hezekiah's men found them and copied them out. And why is that? Why is that important? It's because I believe it was Joah and Shebna were the scribes, and they felt that these were important proverbs. You know what, man? Let's take our time. We in Bible Sabbath class, let's enjoy the Bible. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. They felt that that was an important proverb to keep. And they probably found a lot of Solomon's proverbs, but these are the specific ones that they felt were significant. See, the Most High, he works in mysteries, but kings, they're supposed to deduce the matter. That is a beautiful proverb, don't you think? The heaven for height, the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. Hezekiah is one of the greatest kings we ever had. So his men who had admiration for him felt that this proverb describes him to a T. That's probably why they kept this one. The heaven for height, the earth for depth, the heart of kings is unsearchable. Because the heart of the kings is in the Lord's hand. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer. That's the 10, the impurities. Take away that dross. When you melt down silver, the impurities rise to the top. You scoop it out. Now you got a pure ingot of silver. And that vessel is supposed to be made of that pure silver. That's what makes it shine. That's supposed to be your soul and your spirit, man. That's supposed to be who you are as a person. That's why we got to control our emotions. The emotions that we given into, the wrath, the jealousy, the anger, the nervousness, the insecurity, that's tainting us. Let's ladle that out so that we be more perfect. Why not? Why not? See, you take away the wickedness from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. What happens when you take away wickedness from before a camp? The brothers that's backbiting, the brothers that's talking about brothers, the sisters that don't really want to learn. They don't care who's teaching. They talking over the lesson in their phone, giggling. What happened when everybody's locked in? The children that come in, ungrateful, don't speak to nobody, eat the food and leave, make a mess, falling asleep on the lesson. What happened? We get rid of all of that and we just got a room full of locked in people, man. You take away wickedness from before a king, his throne is established. What happened when you take away all the foolishness from before a camp? Now, Jesus taught this. Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. I'm sorry, y'all. I started having fun. I'm going away from the lesson, and we just reading Proverbs 25. Y'all mad at me? I started going off. I need to lock back in. We was going somewhere, and I just started reading my favorite proverb chapter. We used to do this at camp. Sometimes at camp, we would just read a whole chapter of Sirach. That was the camp. We just read the whole chapter. Ask the brothers. We'd be like Sirach 13. We just start at verse 1. Just run it down, man. Break down every verse. We pass it around. We'd ask the people, you understand that? And everybody be so involved, man, because the Bible is our heritage. All right, give me this. What scripture did Jesus say this? Who knows where Christ said this? He didn't say it exactly like this, but he taught this teaching. Who knows it? Extra credit for who knows it. Brothers think they know the Bible, man. Get out of here. Who learned you that? Brothers are cheating. You're going to Bible Hub and you're looking at the cross reference. Be man enough to tell the truth. Is that what you did? Tell the truth. Nobody be mad because that was skillful. But is that what you did? Brother said la. Somebody said Chat GPT. That was, yes, sis, that was way too fast. How you knew that? I bet Asha Allah know it. He got my Bible. Look at that. Brother said that's part of my next Patreon video. You go check the Patreon. He said he's talking about it. I like that. Brother's having a good laugh. Yes, Jesus Christ taught this in Luke chapter 14 and verse 8. I'm going to show you that. And we come right back here. Look at Christ, master teacher. When thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room. Don't sit in the high seat, lest a more honorable man than you be bidden of him. And he that bade thee have to come and say, give this man place. And thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. That's what Jesus is teaching, right? Yahushua taught the same thing. He said it, he taught it as a wedding, but it's the same teaching. Isn't that amazing? Don't put yourself in the high seat. It's better to put yourself in the low seat and somebody call you up than to be in the high seat and somebody say, hey, can you step down? This seat not for you. That's embarrassing. Isn't that wise? You see why I love this chapter? Look at that. For it is better that it is said unto thee, come up here, than thou should be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thine eyes have seen. Now you're humiliated. It's better to be called up than to be sent down, because you put yourself in the high seat. Let somebody call you up. Don't honor yourself. Let other men honor you. It's all about humility and how to carry yourself. Look at this one. They thought this was important. Go not hastily to strive, lest thou know not what to do in the end thereof, when thy neighbor hath put thee to shame. The whole Israel need this. Just ready to argue, ready to debate. And then what happens when you get cut? You disappear. We never hear from you again. When all you had to do is chill out, bro. You run in to strive and fight and argue. Who told you to do that? It's because you got vainglory in your mind. See, we could go through all these proverbs, and I think you should do it on your own time. So many, look at this. Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself, and discover not a secret to another. If you got a problem with somebody, go talk to them. Why you going to YouTube with it? Why you making videos with their face in the thumbnail, trying to get clicks? What's wrong with you? Call a brother. If it's real, call him. But it don't be real. Y'all just want attention. And the Most High is not dealing with that. Right? I'm gonna do a couple more, and then we're gonna jump down to the point. See, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna hear it and put you to shame, and your infamy will never turn away. A lot of brothers got a stigma on them for ridiculous behavior this past year. And they trying to recover from it by changing affiliations. It doesn't matter. We saw you, man. You was moving foul. You didn't have to do that. You could have controlled your emotions. You could have been a man of discipline and of a royal attitude. And that's what the Lord is looking for. And that's what we're teaching tonight. And if I get all the people who watch the lesson tonight to change their behavior and approach their walk in life with that attitude, that's a job well done. That's more positive people out in the world who make you living this Israelite life better as you come into contact with them. You're not coming in contact with a gainsayer. You're not coming into contact with another gossiper. You're not coming into contact with another person who gonna talk about you as soon as you walk away. These people don't do that. It's more positive Israelites out in the world because of this teaching, man. Now imagine if all the brothers that teach made that their agenda. Think about what I'm saying, man. Now this is a good one. It's a beautiful. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in a picture of silver. Did I spell that right? YouTube got a lot of new results. It used to pull up a certain image collection. I might have to get very specific with my search to find what I'm looking for. There used to be a lot of examples of it. There we go. Now, of course, this is Esau rendition of the Madonna. But look at this. In the old world, they used to use hammers and they would take silver and they would make a portrait. And then to make highlights, they would put gold in it. So the proverb is saying a word spoken at the right time is like apples of gold in a picture of silver. I'm gonna see if I think there's a picture for that proverb. I think there's a picture for that proverb. Nah, it used to be different results years ago. These aren't what I would be looking for. These are more modern AI results. They have more realistic ones like actual museum images. It's really beautiful to see. I wanted to share it with you. And I'm doing this impromptu, so I might not have it for you. Just to see the handiwork was amazing. If I can't find it, I can't find it. You get the picture. But I'm bumped. Yeah. Nah, the results are bad. I don't like the results. There used to be like a real portrait like that. Like they had a still life and it was all hammered out in silver, but the apples and the flowers were gold. They were gold leaf. It was beautiful, man. But that was the proverb. That's what Hezekiah's men was trying to tell you, that would be one of the most in the time period. That'd be one of the most beautiful things that you can have in your hall is a portrait like that, right? You know, you got a silver portrait with gold accents. That's a nice thing to have. But the proverb is telling us saying a word at the right time is like that. It's as beautiful as that. Don't that take self-discipline and self-control? You got to want to be this type of person. You got to want to see this evolution within yourself. Okay? When I teach you, I teach myself, and I mainly teach my soldiers. This is my classes are for them. This is what I want for them. You endeavor to join with me, then you committed to spending your Sabbaths with me. My pillars of rest. You committed to spending your this is what I want for you. These are the kind of people I want you to be. These are the things I'm teaching you. I'm not teaching you to be no camp banging, gossiping, looking down on some Israelite snob. I refuse to teach you those things. That is not conducive to building a nation. This is what I want for you. I want you to be a beautiful person through and through and presentable to the Most High. And if you're not with us and you watch these lessons, I want it for you too. Because I want this for the family. I want this for Israel at large. Okay? And that's the attitude we all should have. I brought you here for a reason. This is how they ended the proverbs that they copied out. And this is one of my favorite proverbs. And this is how we're going to close the lesson tonight. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You have no self-control, man. That means anything from the outside can invade and affect you. Aren't you done living like that? Oh, they said this and I started crying. I had a breakdown. They said this about me. I was depressed for 2 weeks. They said this to me at work. I got into an argument. I got fired. I lost my job. They said this about me. I made 10 videos about them. And then when you ask me what did I teach Israel for the last year, all I got is videos about another brother. Embarrassing. Aren't you tired of that? Don't you want to evolve past that? Then use these scriptures. You got to have rule over your own spirit. You got to be able to tell yourself no. What? You said what? No, I'm not doing that. You got it. You got it. Yeah, I know I got it. And they're going to add more spice. Yeah, I know I got it. Which is going to test you even more. Jesus Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Satan tempted him with food. Y'all are being tempted with your emotions. So that's Satan telling you what your weakness is. And you're not going to grow? Oh, can't be around me. That's right. Allah got a quotation from tonight. Identify the negative stimulus and put it in the box. Oh, this is my trigger. Boop, boop. Not no more. It's right here. That don't work no more. Try something else. Matter of fact, I like that. Keep refining me. Keep making me better. I want to know what the best version of me look like. I want this to be what Israel is preoccupied with and most concerned about. I want this to be y'all are running to this, passing this around like a chain letter on the social media. Yo, did you see this lesson? I want brothers calling me. Hey, man, yo, man, I watched that lesson about controlling your emotions, man. That was right on time. My wife watched it, and it made things better for us. I want to hear that instead of brothers calling me, yo, you see such and such made this video about you? Nah, I seen it. I tried to watch it, 5 minutes of it. I was like, this is boring. While other brothers, that controls you. This nigga talking about me? What else he gonna say? Oh, what? Oh, and you over there strategizing how to make a response, man. Oh, man. These hall monitors, man. I got Yahweh Shah hall pass. I don't even got to go to class. I could be in the hallway the whole day. I'll stuff you in a locker, man. You guys don't count. And you guys got to remember that spiritually, your triggers, you got to know yourself. You got to know your own soul. And if you need to spend time learning yourself, the place to do it is in your Bible. All right? Let's grow. Let's start praying for each other. Let's apostatize brothers who mock men in death. That is completely disgusting and animalistic. I refuse to go down that rabbit hole. I don't want you there. Okay? What else we going to do here? So as usual, I want y'all to call the number at the bottom of the screen. We're going to send up the Lord's Prayer in the Paleo Hebrew, and then we're going to have a brother interpret in the English so everybody can understand what we're saying. Levites, please wait for me so I could join you because I got to shut down the class. So wait for me to get on the call. When you call in, make sure your phone is on mute, okay? Because when you guys don't put your phone on mute, it messes up the prayer, all right? We the sons of thunder, it's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel. And it always been, right? The heathen can't make it. I'll tell you this now. Get that out of your mind, okay? The heathen can't make it. That's it. You see? So I'm not going to let it bother me to where I am now. Because all Christians, since I've been teaching the Bible, have been trying to push that idea. And we go to camp and explain the same reasons they can't make it. So now, because different brothers is saying they can make it, I'm supposed to go into my emotions and lose my mind. And I'm up late at night. I'm sweating. I got to prove. No, brother. They can't make it, and I'm not thinking about them. I want my Israelite people to be better and have better lives. That's all I care about. So it's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. And it's always going to be that. I want the best for you. I want you to be the best, okay? But you can't stay the same. You must evolve as an adult, as a young adult, as a man and as a woman in this truth. This Bible can help you, but you got to try. Put these scriptures into your kit, and I want you to start approaching situations with these in the front and watch your social life, your work life, and your spiritual life change. Believe that. I want that for you. All right? May the Most High bless you and increase you. Most of all, change your mind. You're going to change this world.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
But there's something that